Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm Anand Chokkavelu, and we've got longtime fools Toby Bordelon and Rick Munarriz giving a 1 to 10 rating to the company behind video games like Grand Theft Auto and the one my kids are playing as of last night even, NBA 2K. That's Take-Two Interactive Software, ticker symbol TTWO. First, we'll talk about the strength of Take-Two's business, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible. A 1 is hopeless. Both of you are at 7s, Rick.
Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, Borderlands, these aren't old Clint Eastwood movies. These are some of the games, the iconic video games franchises that video game publisher Take-Two Interactive puts out. The titles may seem cinematic, but it adds up. Some of the country's biggest video games wind up grossing more than even a studio blockbuster. Video games are a big business, but I'm giving Take-Two a second take because it can take sometimes too long between releases. Grand Theft Auto 6 is finally coming out this year, hopefully. But it's been in development since 2014. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out 12 years ago. It does have its 2K sports and sports entertainment releases and that come out consistently in shorter time frames. But Take-Two Grand Theft Auto know better.
Yeah, 7 for me too. Very competitive market, but Take-Two has some very successful franchises with loyal fan bases here. The acquisition of Zynga too gives them a big presence in the mobile gaming space. Which is helpful to buy their time between these big releases. And as Rick noted, the highly anticipated release of Grand Theft Auto 6 later this year, we hope later this year, should be a big boost to revenue. In fact, I've been reading things that other publishers are really trying not to put anything up against it because they're so concerned with how big a seller it's expected to be. Civ 7 too, Civilization 7 was released just back in February. Reviews for that are a little bit mixed, so you kind of wonder if they're going to show in this next generation of sequels the same power they had before. But overall, pretty good. So 7.
For management, a 10 is Warren Buffett. A 1 is Homer Simpson. Toby's at a 6. Rick, you're at a 7.
Yeah, so it's been 17 years since Electronic Arts was offering to buy Take-Two, to Take-Two out for $26 a share. Current CEO Strauss Zelnick, he was the Take-Two's board chairman at the time. He would be bumped up to CEO 3 years later. I felt that Take-Two made the wrong decision at the time, but Take-Two is a 7-bagger off that rejected buyout price 17 years ago. So Zelnick sort of had a point in staying independent. He was already an accomplished entertainment player as CEO of music giant BMG. Before launching Zone's Zelnick Media Company. Take-Two's management is far from perfect, and not just the game delays. That's just the game delays seem to be like a default setting for the company. 4 years ago, it put out a remastered Grand Theft Auto trilogy that was blasted by players for gameplay glitches. I also think Take-Two Interactive overpaid when it acquired mobile gaming app developer Zynga Games in a $12.7 billion deal 3 years ago. That's my take.
Yeah, I've been a 6 here. I'm actually surprised Rick went to 7, given his comments here. But Mr. Zelnick's led the company for 14 years, right? He was responsible for that Zynga acquisition. He's been a big part of transforming the company into a modern gaming company, one of the few independent ones left, I think. So kudos to him for that. The team's proven it knows how to deliver hits for sure. I do wonder, for all the things Rick mentioned with delays and whatnot, and some of the glitches they've had, if the complexity of the modern mega hit game is starting to take its toll on this business. Grand Theft Auto 6 has had some issues over its development with a much publicized leak back in 2022. There are constant rumors of a delay there. Labor issues are a potential concern too. The whole gaming industry, but you wonder how that might start impacting Take-Two.
For financials, a 10 is a fortress. A 1 is yikes. Toby, you're at a 5. Rick, you're at a 4.
Yeah, so Take-Two is going to have a great year once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. It needs it. Revenue has been flat in 3 of the last 4 years. The story gets worse elsewhere. This should be a high-margin business, but Take-Two has posted an operating loss of roughly $500 million in each of the last 3 years. It has substantial asset write-downs in each of the last 5 years. I'm just not impressed, Toby.
Yeah, I don't love the financial situation here either. $3 billion in long-term debt versus $1.2 billion in cash. The company's burning cash right now. Now, that's not a huge surprise, right, given the nature of the business. The major releases take years to develop, which means a lot of cost without any associated revenue. That'll flip, as Rick noted, once the game is released, Grand Theft Auto 6, with the cash hopefully rolling in. That development and release cycle, though, it means volatility in earnings. It means volatility in cash flow. That can translate into volatility in the stock price. And there's always the risk that the revenue won't end up justifying the cost. That could be devastating, right? So this business model does carry a lot of risk with it. Advertising revenue is falling too, I noticed this year, which isn't great. We'd hope that would be a more significant source of revenue, especially in the mobile gaming business. And you look at Civ 7, this is a good example of how things may not work out as you expect it to. One way you kind of hedge against what your unknown revenue is going to be is pre-orders now are a big thing, right? To kind of get a sense of what's going on. Civ 7 had high pre-order numbers, but it seems right now, a couple months later, sales may be out underperforming its predecessor Civ 6 so far. So even if you do have optimistic pre-orders, that isn't still not a guarantee that you're going to get to where you want to be.
Toby, let's move on to valuation. How well will Take-Two stock do over the next 5 years, and how safe is it? 10's a sure thing, 1's a lottery ticket.
I'm going 5 to 10% here on returns. I think we're going to see some gains in the near term following the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 for sure. But I honestly think a lot of those expectations are already built in, and the expectations are high. So I don't expect we're going to have consistently high returns for the next 5 years. And safety score is a 5 for me. The power of their brand does provide some safety here. Look, they're going to sell some games no matter what happens, a certain number. But it's a very competitive industry. Unexpected delays can resort in short-term cash flow and issues, net losses here, create some vulnerability for the business. Their reliance on these tentpole blockbusters, it just creates some lumpiness and volatility, and that can cause problems if you don't manage it well.
Yeah, I'm matching Toby on both scores in this question. So Take-Two's valuation will look a lot better if GTA 6 lives up to expectations. Annual revenue can almost double in the new fiscal year, with profitability tripling, if not quadrupling, in the next year or two. There is still the risk here that there's too much riding on a single release to justify today's valuation. With Take-Two's history of delays, buggy releases, and asset write-downs, and a debt-settled balance sheet, as Toby discussed, the stock could be as safe as a pedestrian crossing the streets in one of its video games.
Time for everyone's favorite topic. Rick, is there a company in Take-Two space that you like better?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nintendo. To me, everything's shaping up nicely for Nintendo. The Switch 2 comes out in June, so it's coming out soon. The last two times when the Wii rolled out, and then 2006, and then the Wii U rolled out 8 years ago, each system within 3 to 4 years, revenue was roughly tripling. Profitability was almost tripling or quadrupling. We're at that low part of the cycle. The next few years should be great for Nintendo. They also have a theme park presence. Another Super Mario Brothers movie's coming out next year in April. So a lot of nice things happening to Nintendo. Strong tailwinds right now.
Yeah, if you want a pure play gaming alternative that looks really good, I'm with Rick on Nintendo. I think that's the way to go here. But I'll give you an extra idea too. Microsoft was one to look at. I honestly think they're just better in the gaming space than Take-Two overall, especially with that that recent acquisition of Activision. That has really boosted their gaming efforts. So just a lot more going on there, I think, than Take-Two.
Thanks to Toby and to Rick. They've given Take-Two a low overall score of 5.6 out of 10. Despite starting with a 7 for the business, look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is something good. Till then, full out.
Do you have what's up next yet?
No, we don't know what's up
Still
next.
in process. Nice. I love it.
But it's going to be good, Toby. Don't ask. It's gonna be good.
I look forward to it. It's going to be awesome, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.